Whatever bike you choose for the white rim, it's no surprise that you should be very comfortable with it. Most people want to know if they can use their own bike. Although you could arguably ride the trail with just about any type of bike, your experience, attitude, and comfort will greatly be improved with the right equipment. We're going to go over some of the more common types of bikes people are using for the white rim and the pros and cons of each. Hardtail mountain bikes are a popular choice for riding the trail. These bikes are going to be efficient, easily set up for carrying gear, and are generally lighter than full suspension bikes. Hardtails are also easily maintained and are highly durable with fewer replacement parts. On the downside, you may sacrifice ride quality, and unless you are regularly riding long distances on your hardtail already, this is probably not the best option. With modern technology, full suspension mountain bikes are becoming more and more capable each year. In general, full suspension bikes have versatility, increased stability, and newer full suspension bikes are arguably just as efficient as a hardtail. These bikes are going to be more comfortable and more fun to ride. On the downside, a lot of full suspension bikes, especially some of the older ones, can be heavier than your average hardtail bike. Also, full suspension bikes have more moving parts, which means more potential replacement parts and more maintenance. Typically, it's a little bit harder to mount gear bags and other frame bags to these types of bikes. We think the pros outweigh the cons for this type of bike, and we suggest a full suspension cross-country bike for riding the white rim. Like we mentioned previously, the white rim can be ridden with many different types of bikes. We've seen the spectrum fall between gravel bikes on one end and enduro style bikes on the other. In general, for the average rider, these types of bikes are not going to be ideal for most white rim adventures. However, if you just want to use the equipment you have on hand, you might be able to make this option work for you. Just know the experience could be better. There are a plethora of options to rent bikes from retailers in Moab and nearby towns. If you go this route, it's always a good idea to get comfortable with the bike you are using. If possible, take a few test rides with the bike you will be using on the white rim before the trip. Make sure certain things are adjusted to your specific liking, such as shock pressure, seat height, and saddle position. As a bonus, some bike shops also rent bikepacking gear like frame bags and saddle bags. Regardless if you decide to ride the trail with either your personal bike or a rental bike, be sure to adjust all the little things, seat height, handlebars, etc., and double check everything the night before the ride. We've included a maintenance checklist in the supplemental material as well. So what type of bike should you choose? First, I'd evaluate the equipment you have and see whether it matches up with how you envision riding the white rim trail. I'd then determine whether your bike has opportunities for gear mounts, extra water bottle cages, stuff like that. Personally, my favorite bike choice for riding the white rim is a cross-country, endurance-style, full suspension bike. These types of bikes are light, generally have enough space for gear and bag mounts, and are more comfortable and enjoyable than their hardtail counterparts.